Good morning, Bobcats, and happy Friday. Thanks for joining me on this beautiful morning. I'm coming to you from the Media Center at Buck Lake Elementary School. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Bobcats, and you may be seated. Today is Friday, September the 10th of 2021, and it's Special Area Day 3. That's Special Area Day 3. Let's take a look at our birthdays for today. Happy birthday to Brinley in 3rd grade, Emily in pre-K, Tanishi in kindergarten, and Dominic in 1st grade. We want to wish Brenna in 5th grade and Aiden in 2nd grade a happy birthday tomorrow. On Sunday, Jack in 4th grade and Tommy in 3rd grade will all be celebrating their birthdays. If you see any or all of these Bobcats, would you please make sure and wish them a happy day. Let's take a look at what's cooking in the Buck Lake cafeteria today. This sounds yummy. I love to have breakfast for dinner, but you could have brunch for lunch today. Also, you can have fish and grits, seasoned corn, roasted potatoes. You can choose assorted fruit or 100% fruit juice and choose from white chocolate or strawberry milk. Let's take a look at our weather forecast for this fantastic Friday. We're going to have a high of 88, a low 66, sunny skies all day long, and it looks to be a beautiful weekend for all of us. So make sure and get out there and enjoy it. Speaking of getting outside, you may have seen Mrs. Ishley's pre-K students out and about yesterday. They were on a mission, so if you saw them, they may not have stopped and talked to you, because do you know the gingerbread man had gotten into their room, made a mess, went all over the school making a mess, came to the library. The gingerbread man took books from the shelf, just left them on the floor. It was just a wreck. And so Mrs. Ishley and her pre-K students, they went all over the school. The gingerbread man left clues for them. And do you know where the gingerbread man ended up being? You won't believe it, big kids. In their classroom. I think he was asleep, and I think maybe he'd been eating cookies. I'm not sure. But I'm so glad they finally found him, and hopefully he's going to behave down there in pre-K now. You got to see some pictures of them at the beginning of the news. Hey, let's check out who's been showing kindness in and around our school with Cookie Dough's Kindness Corner. Hi, friends. Welcome back to Cookie Dough's Kindness Corner. I want to welcome you, Miss Schmidt. I'm so glad to see you. I love this Friday thing.
Oh, it's so much fun. I look forward to it all week.
I do. And now Cookie Dough's Kindness Corner kids went out and got the bucket of kindness.
Wow, that was a tongue twister. Yes, they did. We had a kindness team that reported to Miss McLeod's classroom, and I believe they had 17 or 18 kindness notes in there just from their class. That doesn't include all the ones in the mailbox. So good job, Bobcats.
Excellent.
We're getting so many kindness notes.
I love that. My heart is about to explode.
That's how I feel. And I know that Cookie Dough's been really extra busy, but Cookie Dough likes that.
He does.
Cookie Dough wants to be busy with kindness.
He does. He's been watching so closely. And you know what? He went through and he picked out some.
Yes.
And he picked some from Miss McLeod's class. But there was so many.
I know.
So many from Miss McLeod's class,
they
right?
They were really kind this week.
They were. Do you want to read the ones
I found a few from, he gave me a few, and we agreed on a few from Miss McLeod. So from Miss McLeod's class, Tristan wrote a note that said, Matthew helped me pick up my crayons after I spilled them. Have you ever spilled something?
Oh.
And then you feel like, oh no, I've got a big job to do all by myself.
Absolutely.
And how does it feel when someone
comes
to help?
It's overwhelming, but when they come and help, it just makes you feel so good.
Yes. Good job, Matthew.
Excellent. I thought that was Matthew who had a birthday today. Or on Thursday.
Oh, well, good. All right. Well, another one from Miss McLeod's class that found some kindness in the room. Guess what? It says that This is from Fisher.
Okay.
And on the first day of school, he is saying that his brother showed kindness by helping him find his classroom.
That must be Hunter.
Oh, this
Hunter.
is Fisher. Oh, yes.
I
Fisher
bet that was,
and Hunter. Fisher's Hunter's brother.
That's a good brother.
That's a great
good brother.
Brothers should do that.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I got two.
Okay.
And we got from Miss Roberts' 5th grade class.
Oh, I love it when the 5th graders participate.
I do
miss
too.
them.
I do too. This is Davy Stringer, and she wrote. Now, Davy, I believe this is for Kyson. And if it's not, you'll let me know and correct me. But she said, I think that Kyson is always nice to people. I have never seen him being mean to anyone in his life.
Wow. And they've probably been in school together since kindergarten or 1st grade. So she knows.
And I would agree with Davy. I would absolutely agree with Davy for sure. For sure. Way to go. Oh, and so we've got one more. And this is about Peyton. And Peyton said, we were at the game. I'm assuming the FSU game. Somebody was trying to get up the stairs and somebody offered them a helping hand. You know what?
Oh, I know that.
Have
you ever done that?
I have tried. I have tried and tried to help people. And then I've had people who I love who've been offered a helping hand. And Peyton is in Miss McLeod's class as well. So that's a lot of kindness.
All right. So one more. This is from Juliet from Miss Tucker's class. Oh. So she's my neighbor. And it says, my friend helped straighten up the tennis rackets that the other kids just threw in. And
she went, her friend
helped her. Looks like her friend. And I don't know who the friend is, but whoever you are, if you've been helping in PE straighten the tennis rackets, that is a big job. So thank you for being kind. Excellent. I know Miss Baird and Miss Kay appreciate that too.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, guess what? It's time
for the bucket of kindness.
It's time. Now we're going to choose a classroom who gets the bucket of kindness this week. Remember, it'll be delivered today. And it will be picked up next Thursday. And all the directions are inside. Teachers, whoever gets it out of the cup,
this is
just let me know if you have any questions. Here we go. You pick.
Okay. I don't really have my glasses, so I'm going to have to
I'll help you.
Squint.
Because you know.
Let me see.
Oh,
5th grade. Oh, this person is so kind. She encourages kindness throughout her classroom. Does that say Miss Doherty?
It does say Miss Doherty.
Miss Doherty, you get the bucket of kindness.
Yay, Miss Doherty. Woo-hoo.
We have to tell her you don't get to keep it forever, Miss Doherty. I'm just saying.
Not forever.
Got to give it back.
He needs his bucket back. He's happy. All right, 5th grade, we know you've got some kindness you see every day.
Absolutely.
They can certainly fill out a few tickets.
Wonderful. Listen, thanks for joining us for Cookie Dough's Kindness Corner, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week. Bye.
That's a lot of kindness, Bobcats. Thank you for filling out your forms. Remember, we can't share all of them, but Cookie Dough sees all of them for certain. And guess what? The bucket of kindness is going up all the way to 5th grade, to Miss Doherty's class and her 5th graders. 5th graders, you've been around a long time, and so we know you can keep your eyes out for kindness. We can't wait to see what you see from the top of the school. Hey, there's not anybody much kinder than this lady. We want to welcome in Miss Mullinax for Terrific Kids.
Good morning, Bobcats. I'm Mrs. Mullinax, and I am back with another great group of terrific kids. We're going to get started with pre-K from Mrs. Ishley's room, and this is Mason Tomko. And this says, Mason is always smiling. He demonstrates positive behavior throughout the day and is always up to try a new activity. Great job. All right, up next we have Ethan Whitstock from Mrs. Duclos' room, and this says, Ethan is a kind, helpful friend. He participates in our class activities and is always willing to help others. Great job, Bobcat. Good job. All right, next we have Sophie Frazier from Mrs. Darden's room. And this says, Sophie is a wonderful helper and fabulous friend. She listens and follows directions the first time, and Mrs. Darden is so proud of her. I am too. Good job. All right, next from Mrs. Huggins' room, we have Grace McCartney. And this says, this week, our terrific kid is our sweet Grace. Grace is a great friend and a huge helper. She comes to school wearing a smile and is ready to learn. Keep being awesome. Good job, Grace. All right, next from Mrs. Munoz's room, we have Charlie Sue Cook. Charlie Sue loves to learn. She is a great listener and makes good choices. Charlie Sue is always willing to help anyone with anything. She is a joy to have in class. All right, keep it up. Next, from Mrs. Kerner's room, we have Asher Vo. And this says Asher has had an amazing first month of school. He is a super hard worker, a kind and helpful friend, and a great listener. Way to go, Asher. All right, next from Mrs. Parrott's room, we have Mackenzie Wright. And this says Mackenzie is our first terrific kid because she has been super terrific since the very first day of school. Great job, Mackenzie. All right, next from Mrs. Braswell's room, we have Kaylee Grix. And this says Kaylee has been so nice and helpful to our new friend. She works hard each day and she is terrific. All right, from Mrs. McLeod's class, we have Kelsey Ramundi. And this says Kelsey is a super terrific kid. She completes excellent classwork. Good job. All right, we have Claire Kristoff from Mrs. Oschlager's room. And this says Claire is our terrific kid this week because she sets a good example for everyone. Keep it up, Claire. All right, next we have Cash Bearcat from Mrs. Brittle's room. And this says Cash is a new Bobcat this year. He was chosen as our terrific kid for showing what it takes to be a hard worker and giving 110% effort. We are so proud of him. He continues to do his best each day. Cash always keeps us smiling. Good job. All right, next we have Jasmine Watson from Ms. Dameron's room. And this says Jasmine is a sweet little girl who loves to learn. She is always actively engaged and always does her best. She is truly a terrific Bobcat. Good job, Jasmine. Right, next from Mrs. Davis's class, we have Charlie Martin. And this says Charlie is our very first terrific kid. He is a sweet student who always demonstrates perfect Bobcat behavior. Charlie is a kind friend who is always ready to learn. We are so happy to have him in our class. Way to go, Charlie. You're terrific. All right. And up next from Mrs. Furman's room, we have Tamara McMillan. And this says Tamara is such a joy to have in class. She's already rocking it in second grade. She is kind, she always listens, and she follows directions. Keep up the great work. Good job. All right, next from Mrs. Connor's room, we have Brinley Albritton. And this says Brinley is our terrific kid. She is responsible, helpful, and a great friend. Keep up the great work. We are excited you are a part of our class. Good job. All right, next from Mrs. Ferris's room, we have Cora Colvin. And this says Cora is this week's terrific kid because she is so helpful. She is always looking for ways to show kindness and help others to do their best. Good job. All right, from Mrs. Schmidt's room, we have Kaysen Elliott. And this says Kaysen was voted as our next terrific kid because he is a math superstar, Mars rover designer extraordinaire, and is kind to all. From Mrs. Schmidt. Great job. All right, next we have Scarlett McCarty from Mrs. Tucker's room. And this says Scarlett is our first terrific kid because of her incredible kindness and compassion. Scarlett has the biggest heart and is always willing to help her classmates and fellow third graders. Good job, Scarlett. All right, next from Mrs. Widener's room, we have Manas Jawali. And this says Manas comes in each day with a smile in his eyes and ready to learn. He is very responsible with completing his work and homework. Manas even finds time to help his table mates and keep his team positive when things get tricky. Good job. All right, and last from Mrs. Doherty's room, we have Bryce Scott. And this says Bryce is a great kid. He is sweet and always kind to his classmates. We appreciate his hard work and willingness to help any friend in need. Thanks for being a terrific kid, Bryce. Keep it up, from Mrs. D. All right, those are all of our terrific kids for this week. Stay tuned for a little video with all of their smiling faces, and I will see you next week with another great group of terrific kids. Bye.
Thank you, Miss Mullinax. Well, that's all for today, Bobcats. Remember to purr, be prepared, be upstanding, be responsible, and always be respectful. And in case we don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Have a great day and a great weekend.